So here we go, Oisin Toman in the black shin pads, and we've got Caolan Catney in the black and red shin pads. Teen MMA, head strikes on the feet but none on the floor.
Fantastic musical choice
from
a teenager.
Yes,
released, you were probably 21 at the time, in August 5th, 1985.
I was just about to start losing my hair back then. My hairline was receding, I think.
In completely unrelated news, I'm going to Turkey in 2 weeks. But I believe you saw Oisin in action recently. Am I right in thinking that? Was he on Up in Chaos? Or am I completely off with that?
He could have been.
I think if it wasn't Oisin, it was somebody else, because I've seen Dara Toman popping up in a lot more corners.
No, he wasn't on the
He's
Chaos
here to our
card.
left.
This is a good underhook, good wrist control, good head position here by Catney. Or by Toman, should I say. Mixing the fighters up straight away. He's got the crown of his head right in under that jawline, and it's making life difficult for Catney.
Yeah, well, it's a very, I don't want to say underutilized thing in the sport, but you really do see a difference when someone has great head position under the jaw, starts to be really aggressive with it.
Yeah, it's difficult if your head is kind of pinned against that fence. It's very difficult for you to make any sort of move to pummel an underhook or to wrestle back into that, control that inside position. So you're essentially stuck there until they decide to take a risk and move. But Catney's got himself out now. 10 seconds to go in the round, and neither really putting a stamp on this one, so it could go either way.
You know, I was thinking whoever got the cleanest shot in that last exchange could probably be up for winning the round.
It was one of those where sometimes not much happens in a round, and it can be like that, especially in the short rounds, you know, like we've got here for the teen rule set.
I will admit, Paul, I'm watching with a bit of fascinated curiosity here, as I thought we may have, that sick bag may have been brought into the ring for a very specific reason there, but it seems like we dodged a bullet.
No, geez, it's been a while since we've had someone throw up in this cage. Shout out to Aaron Henry.
Yeah, I was going to say it has been quite a while. And who was our designated cleaner of the evening? Can you remember?
I can't actually.
I think it was Kieran Brady.
Kieran's a great man for cleaning the cage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was doing a bit of it myself last week. I was mopping up some poor lad's blood and add another promotion.
You were double jobbing the whole night, Paul.
Yeah,
shadowing officials and stuff like that as well.
I do a bit of everything, you know.
Yeah.
Both fighters looking a little more eager to land some more impactful shots now after a relatively quiet opening round. With the leg kicks, but it's that jab by Toman, which is the real threat there. This time Catney's got the underhook, so Toman doesn't have the deep underhook, which allowed him to stay against the fence, and that allows Catney to turn his opponent. Excellent work by the Fight Academy Ireland man. Catney does well not to get reversed. Lovely work by Toman to get the turn.
Great battle from both of them here, Paul, in terms, it's just a continuous underhook battle and recovery type position.
Yeah. Toman toyed with the idea of dropping levels. He's got connected now on a single. He's got the hands connected.
Yeah, but it does seem like Caolan has been the better in the second round at reversing the positions.
Yeah, and Caolan made a little bit of an error there. He tried to pull his opponent up and then took a hand out to strike, which is going to allow his opponent to lift him. But no, the strikes were enough of a deterrent after all.
Yeah, but they were getting a good thorough... Yeah, I was about to say they were getting a good thorough look. They were getting a good thorough look from Aaron Wallace. I initially had thought for maybe a back of the head shot, but what's just after being called there is a knee in the ground.
takes the position away from him, doesn't take a point. That's good refereeing by Wallace.
Yeah, absolutely. Only the best here at your fighting championships, Paul. That's a nice entry from Toman to see the round out.
Yeah, his head's safe as well. It's only one arm around the neck, but 2 rounds in the books. They'll get one more. Catney's going to be happy with some of the shots he landed, I believe. There were some heavy, impactful ones there.
Any fun facts you would like debated on the show this afternoon, you can send Paul Brown a message at BJJ Browner on Instagram and Twitter. I have a couple of humdingers for you later on. Me and Gary Rooney were chatting for about 15 minutes before the fight started, and he did ask me what was the feedback on the past questions, which we'll get to later on, but he also gave me a couple of different ones. So stay tuned throughout the card for some.
It's about to get interesting.
Some brain scratchers, to say the least.
I've no need for facts about Kevin Moran today. He doesn't have any fighters on the card.
Not at all, no.
Nice right hand to the body there by Catney. Lovely work. And Toman drives him back to the fence. Anytime they're in a clinch there, Catney just unleashes heavy shots to the head of Toman. And I love to see that in a fighter.
And a nice knee there as well. You can see it a lot in... you do see it a lot in terms of like the little shot, like sometimes open palm shots just to annoy the person, but these are pretty impactful, yeah.
I'm always reminded of Conor McGregor, Steve O'Keefe way back in the day. Finished him with elbows with his back against the fence, didn't he?
Oh.
He's around to the back now, is Toman. You know what? He's lifted Catney and dumped him on the floor. Beautiful takedown. I thought he was straight into mount there, but he's actually in the half guard.
Yeah, but he could be in a head and arm position. If I was going to say if he had been able to free his left hand there, he was in a great position for head and arm. This is something now that we can just talk about, because obviously the damage limitation from teens is no headshots once the fights are on the ground here. But considering they are allowed to do headshots on the feet, it's been a very grappling heavy fight.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you see the opposite, like once they're allowed to do it for the first time, they're just trying to ping the head off each other.
Yeah, they've been really well matched in the grappling exchanges. Catney's trying to get his guard going here, trying to get some space to get up. And is Toman letting him up?
Yeah, if I was Toman, I'd be letting him up here.
Yeah, he does so, yeah. Have to think about it for a moment, but 20 seconds to go. Time to empty the tank. He's on the neck.
Oh, he's on a short guillotine here and a big knee to the body.
Lovely knee to the body. Doesn't have the hands connected to a choke now, but he can use this to land another big knee if he needs to. What a third round. Toman's finishing strong.
Woo. Big finish there, big flurry from Toman, which just might be enough to steal him that round, to be honest. A couple of very impactful shots on the feet. Let's see what happens from there on. Our man in the arena, Paul Brown, he's just been handed a judging result, maybe. He's waiting to get the other two. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Paul Brown, the consummate professional, is certainly not going to spoil it for you either. You'll just have to wait. About 3 or 4 seconds time. Nah, about 30 or 40 seconds time, Paul Brown will be in the cage with the result. You can just see on the stream there the flurry from Toman to finish. And now we're awaiting the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to your judges' scorecards for decision. Judge number 1 scores this bout 29-28 Toman. Judge number 2 scores this bout 29-28 Catney. And judge number 3 scores this bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Oisin Toman!